Welcome to Class Builder tutorial number 4, building a profile. To build a profile that looks like an outline of a mountain or the level of intensity that your class is going to experience, we need to use target heart zones. And that was one of the parameters in each of the cues. In order to demonstrate how this affects the actual profile and how it's actually built, we're going to put in some quick segment cues so you can see the effect on the graphic. We go into the second segment and we're changing the name to, in this case, Endurance Land. And we're going to add a cue, and the text for the cue can be really anything, but we're just going to add some text here so that we can establish a target heart zone. The drawing, the creating of the profile graphic is a function of what target heart zone is selected. So we'll come down to that specific field, and again, you can fill in the fields that precede it if you like, or you can go straight to the target heart zone and select your target. Now notice when you're in the target heart zone area, there's a button that says About Zones. So if you're not sure what heart zones are, in the About Zones, we have a little bit of help text specifically for spinning energy zones or other programs, indoor cycling programs, how they might deal with zones and their target intensity, so that you can equate what our 5 heart zones are to your specific system. So you'll notice we now have 2 segments. They're different colors indicating the different intensity levels. And just to further see the profile begin to build, we're going to add one more. So we go to the third segment and add some text for the segment title, and then move on down through the parameters to the heart zone target again. And when you see the heart zones come up, there are, by the way, 3 levels within each of the 5 heart zones. So you can be pretty detailed in how you want that profile to build. So in this case, we're just going to go low zone 3 and then tap the segment button up in the top left and then the class button on the top left. And there you'll see up in the top left corner, the profile is beginning to build. Now the close-up that you're seeing now, notice in the bottom left corner, there's 3 little jagged marks. And if you'll recall in an earlier tutorial, we used 3 different heart zones levels. That was low zone 1, mid zone 1, and high zone 1 when we did our warm-up segment. And that's why you'll see the stair-stepping in that bottom zone. So this again shows the detail, the amount of detail that you have within each of these zones. You have 3 areas. So that's how you build your profile. Have fun with it, and don't be afraid to experiment.